students who already graduated the school, so where are they working?
So we have students who work for the JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America. So they work for the different companies. Some of them working from home.
Salary range, how much they making per year?
In average, students make 110K per year. Mindtek is a training school. So we train the people who has no IT background or has little bit of IT background.
What is the secret? How they land in a job?
We create some community, because without people with the same goal next to you, you will get lost.
So nowadays, it's a lot of people getting laid off. So what do you think about it?
We also see that some of our students getting the job offers. So it doesn't mean companies don't hire anymore. They still keep hiring when they are working. Don't get to your comfort zone. They need to solve some programming, coding challenges, so they get always ready.
Why should we trust Mindtek?
People saw how we were trying teaching the students. That's how people started believing in us, because they saw how we are working. We were working day and night. Now these people are with the job, they're working, and that makes me happy, and that makes me keep going with this business.
Hello, Ruslan.
Hi.
Thank you for inviting me here. It's super cozy and I'm really glad to be here.
Tried our best to design this place as much as good as possible.
So tell me a little bit about your school. What are you teaching here? What are you doing here? What is your main subject?
So Mindtek is a training school. So we train the people who has no IT background or has little bit of IT background. We train them for their jobs. We make them job-ready people. So our program is mostly like 6 to 7 months. And during these 6 months, we take the people from zero. By the end of the program, we prepare them for the job interviews. The job interview that's our main goal of this school, of every program we provide here, is to prepare them for the job interviews and let them get the job. This is the whole purpose of these programs.
Can you tell me about your students who already graduated the school, so where are they working?
So students who graduated and landed the job, they are working in different companies. So we have students who work for the JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America. Some of them working from home, they fully from home. Some of them working hybrid, which is 3 days in the office and 2 days at home.
Got it. What about the salary range? How much they making per year?
In average, students make 110K per year. So it's like 10,000 per month before taxes. So it depends for a company, for the location of the company. Some companies pay 120K, some of them 95K. Plus, they also have the benefits like health insurance, life insurance, and they also have the PTOs they can use during the year. So, and of course, there's a different kind of hiring process, like some of them being hired as a full-timers. They directly work for the company. Some of them hired as a contractors, which means they work through the recruiter. They are paid by hourly, and the hourly around like $60 per hour.
Why should we trust Mindtek?
When I run my business, I choose as an example other businesses, like for example, Apple, right? It's a huge company. I take that company as an example for myself. So what they do, I just don't copy and paste. I just, take it and do it on my way. Key of the Apple success is people's belief. Believe the person, believe the product they make, and that's how they have their customers. The same here. If we provide a good product, which is a good the course, people start believing. And that's how we actually get the students. We don't do too much marketing. People hear about us only by referral of other students who graduated, because our students, they believe in us. And the program we design, our students, they know how much we're trying, to teach them. We communicate, I personally communicate with the students myself, to get to know what we are doing wrong, what we can improve. I'm trying to make every student happy, but of course it's not possible. Sometimes people are, like Steve Jobs says, if you want to make everyone happy, you go sell ice creams, right?
Yeah.
That's the same thing. We can't make them happy, all of them.
So which programs do you have in your bootcamp?
So we have different programs. One of the most popular we have is SDET program. That's a software development engineering test. That's the first program that we started. It's one of the most popular programs. The second, we have the Salesforce development. That's a Salesforce is a specific platform for development. And third one is Java development. So Java development, we recently started. That was our first program. And it's very long. It's 8 months because there's a lot of topics that needs to be covered in this program.
So you mentioned the Salesforce. Can you explain what the Salesforce engineers do?
So Salesforce, it's a cloud platform. That's where the companies can build an application on top of it. What you can build, what kind of applications? Whatever the business needs are. For example, I'm managing some Mindtek IT bootcamp, right? So what I need to manage my teachers. I need to see my clients, who are my students, right? And what I can do, I can build the application where I can see the schedule of the teachers, where I can see what students and what is their grades, right? And how they are doing in the class, who got the job, who didn't get a job. So I can build my custom application there to track all these things. And it's not only about any custom application. It's not only about the managing the students or teachers application. You can build any application. You can manage your sales, your marketing, so they can be managed a lot of things in that application. And you just create some functionality by configuring it right in the Salesforce application. But if you want to customize that and build it on your own way, then you need to do the Salesforce development where the coding getting involved.
You mentioned Apple. Mm-hmm. So I believe you work in Apple as a software engineer. And can you tell a little bit about your background? How did you start your career in IT?
So yes, I do work for Apple currently for the last more than a year, I would say. So my career in IT started years ago. I also went through the bootcamp. I started my job after the bootcamp. And then when I start for that job, I would say maybe after 7 or 8 months, we opened our bootcamp. I still don't understand how people believed in us, and came to that bootcamp studying, because we actually had no much experience in IT. That's the first thing. And in teaching even, because that time there was a lot of options for a bootcamp. There was a couple of bootcamps, and we were the maybe third one or second one, and we got into the market. We made it very cheap, available, and people, came to us, and people saw how we were teaching the students, how we were trying to make them happy, to make them, with the job at the end. And that's how everything started. That's how people started believing in us, because they saw how we are working. We were working day and night. I was working in office till 5. From 5 till 6, I will drive to campus. I will teach the classes till 9. Then after 9 till 10, I will get home. At 10 p.m., I just eat and I go to sleep. Next day, the same. Sometimes we need to make some extra work because we just opened the business. We need to make a plan. We need to build the campus. We need to buy the furnitures, so on. So that was crazy days. But that was, the thing is, we were so motivated because that was our first business. I remember still I couldn't sleep at night because I was thinking how I'm going to do that, right? Because how I'm going to teach. I never taught the people. I never had teaching experience, but people still believed in us. And now these people are with the job, they're working, and when I meet them, I see how they are, grateful what we did. And that makes me happy, and that makes me keep going with this business.
and after 9 p.m. They still have questions. I know, like sometimes you
Yeah.
finish your class at 9, but you're still answering the questions till 10 p.m. Speaking about the teachers, who are the teachers here in the Mindtek?
Most of our teachers are Mindtek graduates. Some of them, the people who have some teaching experience, we hired them. Why do we select the Mindtek graduates? That's one thing, because I see in those people that teach my Mindtek students, I see them, me, which is they know how I was teaching them, how much I gave an effort to them, and when they teach, they do the same.
Mhm.
They try their best to teach the students.
So if I want to study in the Mindtek, so is it offline or online? Should I come here to the office in the Schaumburg, or should I like just connect through Zoom and talking to them?
So we switch it to full online. The reason we switch it to full online, because I think that's comfortable for people to take the classes. Not all of them, maybe 90% people will be comfortable taking it from home. Because when we teach, we don't teach right in front of the students. Why we do that? Because there's online going on, there are online students, and we don't want them to get distracted with the offline students. We have our separate rooms that we call studios. The teachers get into the studio room and they're teaching from these rooms. Why we do that? Because the teacher will be focused for everyone equally, for online students and even offline students who are taking from here.
I agree, because sometimes offline students, they taking their attention, they're asking questions. So you said your students who graduate, they're already working, and what is the secret? How they land in a job?
So the secret is, people say, I will take a class myself online. There's a Udemy classes, there's a YouTube classes. Everything we teach, it's available for free online. You can find them in YouTube. But what's the key? Why then Mindtek exists, right? So the thing is, we create some community. We create group mates, a people, right? A team, so that when they study, they're not by themselves. They're studying with a group of people which has the same goal, and they're collaborating. I think we believe in a collaboration, because without, people with the same goal next to you, you will get lost. Learning everything by yourself at home one day will make you bored, tired, and you will stop doing it. But when you do with your group mates, with your teammates, it keeps you pushing, because you see someone is doing better and you want to, you want to compete with that person. And that's what makes these students successful. When someone gets a job, the other people, wow, this person got a job, I should get the job as well. So that's how they keep pushing. So that's the one of the secrets. And the next one is we are mentors. In YouTube, you won't find, the exact person who will teach you everything that way that you need. They will teach you some unnecessary things, you will waste your time sometimes. But the thing is, here we are focused in one thing: to make you successful, to get you a job, right? That's what our goal. And we will show you the right path to get there.
Yep, I agree. Sometimes when you get in online classes, you can just burn out in 1 month, no? But here, when you have a support of your teammates, support of your classmates, it's really helping to you not stop and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Got it. So what do you think about the AI, the ChatGPT and all this stuff? So how we can use as engineers in our day-to-day job?
It's actually very helpful for software developers in IT industry. So what it helps with, if you are looking for specific code, you don't have to, go to Google and look to all the resources. ChatGPT can give you 80 to 90% accurate information if you write your question properly. So I think ChatGPT or any AI tool can be used as your helper. It cannot do the human job right now. It can be used as the helper for any IT engineer.
Got it. So trust, but not too much trust, right?
Correct. So you cannot trust every time you get the code. You still need to look to the code. So people think, AI will write the code. AI will write the code, but someone needs to understand that code and make sure that's the right code. Or, because when you build the application, you just don't write the 20 lines of code like ChatGPT does, right? You build the whole framework. And there should be a person who will be managing that framework, who will be, taking that code, putting it to the right place that it needs to be. And in order to do that, the person needs to know the coding.
And the whole architecture as well, right?
Correct.
Got it. Thank you. So the technology world, it's like changing every day. So sometimes I feel it's hard to always keep myself up to date because every day it's new features, new programs, new apps coming out, and it's hard to keep up. So what do you do to see all the trendings in the tech world?
You don't have to catch up with everything. It's impossible to catch up with everything. But you need to know the major updates of that tools. If there is a tool came up, it's not going to be right away implemented into the company, because company been used an old version of the tool. They cannot just integrate that right into their application. So it takes time to update that old version to a new version. So still, if you know the old version, it's not bad, but you gotta keep yourself updated. Not maybe every day, but monthly, every 6 months, you gotta research, look for the new updates, and update yourself.
Nowadays, a lot of people, because I hear from my friends and other people, it's a lot of people getting laid off. So what do you think about it?
So yes, we see a lot of layoffs during this time when we have some issue in the economy of the U.S. So the thing is, but we also see that some of our students getting the job offers. So it doesn't mean companies don't hire anymore. They still keep hiring, but some of them laying off the people. So that's the reason I always tell to our students that they need to keep learning, keep updating themselves. They shouldn't, stop learning after the graduation of the program. When they are working, don't get to your comfort zone, which is, you're working, you're getting paid, and everything is good. But situation like this happens, like you get laid off, then you need to be prepared for it and go to the job market again and look for a job. Because when you work, it doesn't guarantee you the next job. You might have a experience, but it doesn't, in interviews, they don't usually ask experience-based skills. Most of the time, they ask technical-based skills, and they don't practice their technical skills every day at the work. So they need to practice that. They need to solve some programming, coding challenges, so they get always ready.
Thank you, Aslan, and good luck to you and your school.
Thank you.
And please come and join Mindtek and update yourself, update your skills, and get a job in the tech industry.